folks get the real scoop on the whole cereal saga. Gotta go. I'm one guy who can't be late. See you around 7 time.
Bye, honey. Hi, everyone. Welcome to Kellogg's Cereal City, USA. I'm the sweetheart of the home.
Cereal. Oh, they're important, sure. But cereal's just a byproduct of the biological climate champion for 75 years. Teaching people how to obey the natural laws of health is our moral duty.
Meet Dr. John Harvey Kellogg, father of health food and the self-help industries.
In the heyday of my sanitarium.
Please, Dr. Kellogg, you're getting ahead of yourself.
Oh, right to our dear folks. What people put into their bodies has a negative effect on their health. Americans divide suffer from one huge paper belly. I invented flake cereal.
You invented flake cereal. Typical misinterpretation of the facts, brother.
Will Keith Kellogg, founder of the Kellogg Toasted Cornflake Company. Hi, boss.
Miss Sweetheart. You know, I'm not one to toot my own horn, Doctor, but I take exception to your claim of having invented wheat flakes. We worked together. And when it came to our toasted cornflakes, it was I that was flavor to make it so popular.
And I never agree with you. That flavor did not make the cereal more healthy.
Much more tasty. So stubborn. You never did see the potential of selling our cereals in grocery stores.
I was never during my commercial motives. I would not compromise my beliefs.
You wouldn't even advertise. I built the Kellogg Company on quality, fairness, value, and advertising.
Hey, Mr. K, what about the part the characters play?
We had something to do with it too, as did lots of Kellogg people. They're new.
Enough. We must begin at the beginning.
Which brings it back to me. My life was given over to championing preventive medicine. Plenty of breast exercise, fresh air, and proper diet above all. My search for the perfect digestible food led to this whole cereal phenomenon.
John, your contributions to the cause were momentous, but it was to me, his messenger, that God revealed his loving concern for mankind. Belief in God is the basis of all health. Ellen Watt, visionary founder of the Seventh-day Adventist Church.
We never got along.
Or perhaps not well, but it was based on her visions that the Adventists created their own institution in Meadow Creek.
That would be the Health Reform Institute I founded in 1866 to teach and practice these health principles.
Mrs. White convinced our father to contribute $500 toward her new medical center. 2 years' wages.
True, but she paid out that and more for my medical education. And then she brought me in as medical superintendent of the institute.
You were young, but had some wonderful ideas, like changing our institute's name to the Battle Creek Sanitarium.
My programs are the best things to happen in this side. And, brother, I was able to provide you with employment.
I had the privilege of making you bookkeeper, cashier, errand boy.
And gentlemen, back to our story. What about
The sins, it's gas, the flakes we ingest, cereal bloom, and the rest. That's the tale of me like this.
You might say we're obsessed.
Quite right. Key to our regimen of SAT was teaching proper diet. To him today, no salt, caffeine, no condiments, and certainly no wheat, alcohol, or tobacco.
One small problem. People dislike food.
Oh, yet they came in droves. Henry Ford, Booker T. Washington, Clara Barton, Ivan Pavlov, J.C. Penney, Dale Carnegie, Amelia Earhart, Thomas Edison, over 250,000 in all, came to my Battle Creek Sanitarium.
And I maintain that every one of them left hungry. We invented flake cereal to avoid overhead.
By flaking the grain, you're able to make more digestible food. There's the idea came to me in dreams.
Now, Doctor, here you go again, taking all the credit. We worked together in the matter of developing the first Reynolds flakes.
gentlemen, must I set the record straight once and for all?
Hi, this is John.
The doctor's wife, Ella Eaton Kellogg. Mrs. Kellogg was in charge of the entire Sam kitchen and dining hall operation. She made up many of the new foods served there.
Ellen, my heart.
Never mind, John.
You good woman. How
One
would I?
word, Will.
1994, we were all working together in the Sandy kitchen, trying to flake meat which we had 1,000 times before. We boiled the grain, cranked it through the heavy rollers, scraped it off with a printer's knife, and then rolled it into long sheets of dough.
All the processes I had.
John, please. Then Providence took us in hand. We were called away and forgot all about our experiments. When we returned the next morning, the dough had settled.
Still tastes better than most of the doctor's formulation.
Now, Bill. On a whip, we forced the dough through the rollers, and to our delight, each of the soft-cooked wheat berries emerged as a large, thin flake. They baked up crisp and tasty. And that is the true story of how flake cereal was born.
What we had discovered was a way to
What
make
was revealed to us
equalize the moisture within wheat, so that we could make uniform flakes out of wheat.
That consistent quality was the key to building a successful business.
But the stuff still tasted like baked newspaper. Black.
That may be. The granulous wheat flakes were really success. And so, we set up our own Rapid Flake Sanitarium Health Food Company.
But you failed to see the real opportunity.
How so?
There are more well people than sick people. The product should be sold as something good to eat, not as a health food. Mr. Postmaster had did something about it long before we did.
Face facts, Chance. You won't, Mr. Chance. My Post Toasties created the market for flake cereal, and that was after I invented Postal Flake Nuts, based on the diet I served in the sand. Made me a millionaire.
C.W. Post, once a penniless patient at the Sun, he kicked off the whole Battle Creek cereal movement.
Never were an original thinker, Mr. Bush.
You used our formulas.
My success was thanks to native advertising genius and the products I created like grape nuts.
Genius, huh? What about Elijah's Manna? Your first name was Grape Nuts? You curated every minister in America.
We all make mistakes, WK, but I also did the first newspaper advertising, and win the first samples and offered the first coupon. And then, as my little family, the road to London. Put Battle Creek on the map.
Remember the frenzy? Over 40 cereal companies formed in Battle Creek in just 2 years.
I'll never forget it. It felt like a gold rush, and all the food products on my word. Cereal made from live beans, a brand that's big with beans.
Cereals flavored with fruit and caramel.
Cereal coffee, laxative cereals, cereal meat substitutes.
Outlandish names and health claims.
That's right. Battle Creek became the cereal bowl of America.
And so, in 1906, at age 46,
After leaving the doctor and his family,
I launched my own business, the Battle Creek Toasted Corn Flake Company.
where I was born.
And so we named you Sweetheart.
After the grit of the corn, the sweet heart you used to make the flakes. Then you invented the secret flavoring.
To sell cornflakes by the trainload, we needed a product that tasted good. Won its favor through its flavor. Now that was our breakthrough advertising slogan.
And I believe this guy is most contributed to your business genius.
I told you that the food company would soon overshadow the sanitarium, but you would not listen.
Did I suffer for my brother? Have you forgotten that? Dark 1990 had to get through in life. Because sad, trying to laugh.
Certainly not.
My good men, you were both right.
Oh, you tell them, sweetie.
Yeah, that is enough.
Now, can we please get back to the serious story?
Not only did my brother have the audacity to start his own food company, but he used our good Kellogg name. Non-genuine without his signature.
I was not interested in self-promotion, only in people, and in manufacturing a helpful, great-tasting product. As a result, my company was fired. By 1910, business was booming.
A tribute to the power of advertising, AWK?
Art Shaw, longtime associate of W.K. Kellogg and a true advertising visionary.
You're 2 times sweetheart. You did very well for us yourself.
Just another of your big ideas.
Thanks. The WK is the one who really believed in advertising just months after starting the company. And deeper in debt than we had ever been, we took out a full-page ad in the Ladies' Home Journal.
Only logical. The idea was to recruit housewives to pester their grocers to stock Kellogg's smartphones.
Dear Jesus, you told America's housewives that you only had enough cornflakes for 10%, and they all wanted to be in that 10%, so everyone sent you the coupon you withdrew.
It did work out well.
And that promotion in Chicago. For 30 days, please stop eating toasted cornflakes. Thought that I could reverse that out.
Production couldn't keep pace with demand. What was I doing?
And then things just took off from there.
There was the Wednesday promotion.
The world's largest outdoor electric sign in New York's Times Square.
And the $1,000 prize each year for the farmer with the very best ear of corn.
And Sweetheart put Kellogg on every shopping list in the nation. By 1912, we were spending $2 million a year in advertising and selling 250,000 cases of cornflakes a year.
You completely touched the health food business I have.
You responded by changing the name of their Senator's business to the Kellogg Food Company. So we went to court with the Kellogg name.
Fought our battle and brag. But mine was the only cornflakes which would be so original of business.
That's not what the courts decided. I was granted exclusive right to Kellogg name.
We've been down this road before. I think it's time for you two to step aside and let the real stars of this show take over.
You mean us?
No, the premiums.
Aww.
The right idea for the right time. Kellogg's rewarded their customers by providing quality toys at little or no cost to depression-era families. And sending 2 box tops to Kellogg's of Battle Creek became a permanent part of American pop culture. 1910's funny Jungleland moving picture book was the first. Over 2.5 million copies were distributed in just 2 years. Goldilocks and the Three Bears were the first dolls offered by Kellogg's. You stuck them yourself. And always self-conscious, Kellogg's used Dolly of Battle Creek to introduce children to All Bran, Pep, and 5 other nutritious cereals. And as the popularity of radio grew, Kellogg's broadcast that personality right into people's homes.
Kellogg's, the great change cereal, presents
And then there was the Man of Steel.
Faster than an airplane, more powerful than a locomotive, impervious to bullets. It's not. Oh, it's a bird. It's Superman.
The most famous Kellogg radio sponsorship was, without question, the Singing Lady. Goodbye, Christmas, carry home, we'll all be merry and old. And before you knew it, we had this wonderful trio of cereal elves. By 1937, Snap, Crackle, and Pop had appeared in the first ever animated serial ad, Breakfast Pals.
I'm Snap. I'm Crack. I'm Pop. That's your service, Bobby.
Oh, yeah! Hey, these guys just muscling in. Let's get them. Come on, Marcy.
Hey, let's go, Sonny. Bobby, these Rice Krispies are swell. Look, they glow. Sure, they're so crisp. It's really something, right? What is it? They're a wax spoonful.
I'd forgotten that piece.
Even I must admit they glow and chunky.
A classic. Just like Kellogg's early print ads, posters, and cereal box covers, the artists were world famous.
Another example of that famous Kellogg quality.
And you were still just getting started. Television was the next craze. By the 40s and 50s, it was alive with a fantastic cast of characters, and Kellogg was right in the middle of it. As the nation's appetite for programming grew, the airwaves were filled with Kellogg-sponsored shows like Tom Corbett's Space Cadet, Super Circus, and the granddaddy of them all, the Howdy Doody Show.
Oh, what would carried more Groucho Marx, Art Linkletter, Arthur Godfrey.
And Captain Kangaroo. Keishan appeared in 300 Kellogg's ads.
Mickey Rooney and Mayor's Don Knotts teamed up in a Great Day campaign. And a young Drew Barrymore once co-starred with Snap, Crackle, and Pop. Maybe the most popular of all was Kellogg's sponsorship of the Beverly Hillbillies. But those were all just warm-ups. There's a special neighborhood about TV where kids rule. It's called Saturday Morning, and Kellogg helped invent it. It began in 1954 with the broadcast of a Kellogg's ad during Hoopla, Fran, and I. Before you knew it, Kellogg was king and
Wonderful characters all. But then we had quite a few
Well, I always intended to express my admiration for the way your comedy used those charming characters to promote a service. Their taste and their nutritional value.
Thank you, John. And I thank you also for a lovely letter you wrote in hopes of reconciling the two of us.
We wasted so many years.
at last. You brothers finally figured it out. Kellogg is a highly successful global company that is dedicated to improving people's life. It's a realization of both your dreams.
Friends again?
Friends.
This really has been a great day, right, gang?
Better than great.
The best day of our lives.
Good morning.
The best to you each morning.
Can you know how? Oh, best to you. One more time.
Good morning. Good morning. The best to you each morning.
Can you know how? Oh, best to you.
We hope you have a great day at Kellogg's Cereal City, USA. Thanks for coming. So long.
It's gonna be a great day. See you later, my love.
Was it bushels worth? Hope you got room.
We go through that much food every day. And folks, this is Mr. Food's big day. Today, he becomes a board.
It's every colonel's dream.
He's called Mr. Food because his outer hull and germs are full of well, maybe a little, but it's really wonderful. And I know how to take it right. Hey folks, let's move on to dinner.
Tampering anyone?
They're great.
Look